Hello students, good morning. Here I am today with part 2 of Evans Treason O-Level. So events between the governor of Oxford Prison and the secretary of the examinations, board examination, it was decided, a particular date was fixed, and it was decided that a person means you can say a preacher, who is like a father from the church, he will come as the invigilator and he will invigilate in the examination of Evans, and thus the exam will be conducted. Now the writer comes back to Evans and giving us an introduction of Evans. As I told you at the beginning, Evans was very famous as Evans the Break, because he had several times ran away from the jail, and now he was in Oxford prison, and that is why the governor was quite suspicious of Evans' intention. The governor could not believe under any circumstance that Evans was showing his eagerness to get some academic degree. He just could not believe it. He thought that Evans is definitely planning something. He is definitely planning something fishy is there, and that's why on the day of the examination, they have to be very vigilant. Security must be very tight so that Evans doesn't get any chance to escape from Oxford prison. All right? That is what has been told by the writer over here. And then it was the day of the examination was on 8th June. Okay? The day of the examination was on 8th June. On 7th June, the prison authorities, they had made an arrangement of free tuition for Evans. A German teacher, he used to come and give Evans class on German language in the evening. So a day before the examination, that was on 7th June, Evans' teacher was leaving at 8:30, and he wished Evans good luck in German. He said, "Guten Glück, Herr Evans." Now, Guten Glück means good luck. Evans could not understand it. Evans said, "Pardon, what you said? Please repeat." The teacher said, "I wished you good luck, though I am very doubtful whether you will be able to make it or not." Evans thanked him, said "Danke schön," that means thank you in German language. And Evans said, when the teacher expressed his, his anxiety, whether Evans will be able to pass or not, Evans said that he might make such a result that everyone will get surprised. Okay. Now think, a person who is going to appear in the examination the very next day says that he cannot understand the meaning of Guten Glück in German. So what kind of preparation he has made? To show this thing, the writer has specifically made a note of this small incident over here. Okay? Now next day was 8th June. It was the day of the examination. The examination was about to start at 9 o'clock. It was a 2 hours examination. So at 8:30, there were two police officers in Oxford prison. One was the senior police officer, Mr. Jackson, and the other was his subordinate, Stephens. Understood? So it was on Jackson, because he was the senior police officer, so the governor, he had given this responsibility to Jackson to go and frisk Evans' cell thoroughly, search every corner of Evans' cell and make sure that he has not hidden any sharp thing with him. No sharp thing, not even a nail cutter should be there with him, because they were not ready to take any chance with Evans. They were afraid that Evans might attack the invigilator. The invigilator was an aged person and he might take a chance of escaping from there. Understood? So it was up to Jackson to frisk Evans' cell. So 8:30 sharp in the morning, Jackson came to his cell. And Jackson did not like Evans at all, neither Evans liked Jackson at all. Both were, you can say, bitter foes of each other. When Jackson entered Evans' cell, what was Evans busy in doing? He was busy in shaving. He was just going to shave. And Jackson entered. Jackson, in order to make a mockery, he calls Evans Einstein, Jackson, because Evans was going to appear in an examination. He was trying to get an academic degree. So in order to mock him, Jackson calls him Einstein. But Evans does not get angry. Evans understood it very well. What was Jackson trying to do? He did not get angry. He simply asked very innocently that I think he was a mathematician, Mr. Jackson. Jackson did not answer. And Jackson told Evans that he must shave very fast, and then he ordered his junior officer, Stephens. Jackson ordered his junior officer, Stephens, that once Evans completes his shaving, Stephens should see to it that that razor is taken away from him. They were not ready to take any chance with Evans, so Jackson ordered Stephens that he should take away the razor from Evans once he completes his shaving. And then he said that he badly wished that one day Evans cuts his throat with the razor, and so that everybody can be at peace, because once he cuts his throat with his razor means he will be dead. Once he dies, everybody will be at peace. Nobody will need to worry about him. Now, if a man wishes for you that you die, obviously we will be very angry with that person. Evans was a criminal, that is very true. But when he heard Jackson saying this, he got very angry. And with angry eyes, he was looking at Jackson as if he was going to burn him down with his look. But Jackson did not care at all. He hardly cared. He stood there rigidly as he was previously, and it could be seen that he was wearing all the medals that he had owned because of his bravery, because of his work. And Jackson told Evans that Evans asked Jackson that was he who took away the nail scissors from Evans, that means his nail cutter? Jackson said yes. He had taken away his nail cutter, he had taken away his nail filer, he had in fact removed all sorts of sharp things from Evans' cell, and that was the instruction. And in order to irritate Evans more, Jackson said, Evans, do you want to complain about me to anyone? Just in order to, you can say, provoke him so that he gets more angry. He said, do you want to complain about me to anyone? Evans said, no, why? Jackson said, if you want to, you can go ahead, because I am doing all these things as I have been instructed to do it. I have been instructed by the governor to do all these things. That's why I am doing it. You are free to complain. I don't care. So, you can say he rather gave Evans an open challenge that he is free to do anything, but the police will do their work, and Evans cannot, even if he gets angry, he has nothing to do other than to tolerate them, other than to see what police is doing. He cannot protest, he cannot do anything. So this is the end of part 2.